welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Arrow Acres, my sister Leanne. We are at our parents' alpaca farm, Arrow Acres Farm in Wall, New Jersey, in the Coop.
Good job.
Thank you.
We haven't done it in a long time.
No.
We apologize.
Sorry.
Summertime, we're not good.
No.
And September was very, very busy.
September's always super busy. Like always. We have a million birthdays, plus back to school, sports start,
College.
just gotta regroup.
Farm opened. So
It's October.
Today's October 3rd. And it's lunchtime. We are doing a booze-free.
It's a sober.
But that's how it is, because every single night for the past, 2 months, I've had something.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're going to do. So working from home today. So here we are. It's raining. We are thinking of all our Florida friends.
I hope you
we
guys
have
are
heard
okay.
from some of you. We haven't heard from Judy. Have you heard from Judy?
I haven't heard from Judy.
We haven't heard from Judy, so we're hoping she's okay. We have a lot of friends that are down there, family that's down there, and hopefully everyone is okay, because boy, oh boy, it looked nasty. So the rain we're having now is the remnants of it, and it's just rain and wind and nothing major here, just gross and not fun when you have a new puppy. Oh, I haven't even talked about my new puppy.
I thought you should go get him and introduce him.
No, Pekin State is great right now.
Oh,
He's cuckoo bananas right now. But if you follow me on Instagram, you're very aware that I have a new puppy. Sorry. It's like having a new baby. I love him very much. He is a 14-week-old now. We believe English pointer, but we're going to get the DNA test done, I think. Just to see. That's what we think he is. My only question that he might not be full is his ears. His ears seem smaller to me than most like pointers are, like big triangle ones. He has like littler triangle ones. That's my only thing that a question. But we are going to do it, because when everyone says, "What is he?" and you don't know, I just kind of want to know. But he was a rescue, and he's been a joy and so much fun. But the past 3 days of rain, we couldn't go on adventures or walk or do any of that. But
do like heavy training.
We're doing recall training with liverwurst, and
yum.
I eat half of it.
Do you guys like liverwurst? Because we love it.
I was at Amy's. So
Love
my
it.
friend Amy, we used to go every Friday night for football. Well, our kids don't play football anymore. They graduated, but we still got together Friday night at the same group and everything. And at the end of the night, we got talking, and I said, I gotta, because they do the recall with their dog. It's like a really cool thing to train them. So I was asking what they did. They said they used something really special. And I said, I saw on my Facebook group that the pointers like liverwurst. I go, oh, I love liverwurst. Eric was like, that's disgusting. With the orange thing around it, you gotta peel it. That's disgusting. I'm like, I love liverwurst. Well, guess what? Buddy loves liverwursts. So anyway, that's that. So yeah, he's in the house.
Yeah. If he's in the crate, keep him in the crate.
In his crate. Hopefully sleeping, taking a little nap, because he loves cocoa. But it's almost Rhinebeck time.
And we're wearing our Rhinebeck sweaters. So I have a question. So
look at you in the color work, and I'm in solid. I have to say, before we talk about our Rhinebeck sweaters, and we'll show them, I bought my yarn and chose the colors because it was on sale. That was the only reason I chose my colors, and I'm so not feeling
they're not your colors.
They're not my colors.
They look nice though.
I'm not excited about either one of my sweaters. If I knitted both of them in a mustard or like a oatmeal, I would be so happy. And I feel very strange in a one color. Both my sweaters are one color sweaters, and it's not. I usually look like this, not like this. But anyway, why don't you go first?
So I have a question. Our friend Lara, and maybe you guys can input here. She gave us from Sarah from the Green Goat Ranch, does the little leather tags, and it says Rhinebeck sweater.
Yes.
So she gave me one. So do I put it?
Oh, are they leather, or
down
she gave us the wooden ones?
I think they're leather.
Ooh.
So do I put it down here? Do I put it back here?
I've done both.
So
2018, I had my red sweater, my red lovable
doesn't
sweater.
have the year, I don't
and
think either.
No, it doesn't. She bought them.
I'll show you.
I
have
put
it in
mine
the bag.
here, like this, on my red one. But then on my bird embroidery one, I put it inside.
In like the collar. Yeah, like a tag. So I'll show you what I'm
They're
talking
really
about.
cool.
No, it's leather.
Oh, it's all blown out.
No,
that's not
Let's see if I
good.
can do it without. Okay, well, back here. Okay. Zoom. It says Rhinebeck sweater. It's a cute little leather tag. And it's from Green Goat Ranch. So
You could put it right here on your sleeve. Well, that's very tight.
It's a little snug. This one's loose and this one's a little snug.
Speaking of snug, I had my hair in 2 French braids yesterday at the football game because it was so disgusting out. And with those little baby girl black elastics, you know what I mean? Then I took it out when I got home and I didn't want to put it down because Buddy would eat it because he eats everything. So I put it around my finger right here. Put it here, right? This morning I'm like, I had like zinging pain in my finger. I'm like, what's the matter with my finger?
You left it on your finger.
I had it on my finger under my ring and I like almost cut off the circulation of my poor finger. Anyway, besides the point. Go ahead.
It's my sweater. It's
beautiful.
a modified version. I know we've talked about it a little bit in the past. I started it right after Rhinebeck. Like
Yeah, you
December,
did.
January.
You did.
And then put it down and never picked it up again, and then busted my knee and had no mojo, and finally picked it up again. I bought my yarn last year in Rhinebeck. This is Tess yarn. I kept saying Miss Babs on some of the older ones. It's not, it's Tess yarn. Tess 100% superwash. There you go. And the whole sweater is supposed to look like this. And the color work is with Feederbrook. And it actually was a color, like it had a name, I think. It wasn't Millens. So it was 2 skeins of that, 1 or 2 skeins of this. Thought I had enough for the whole thing. So my plan was to do color work, solid sleeve, color work at the bottom. Well, I finished the body and it's longer than the original is like a cropped sweater, and I'm not a cropped sweater kind of girl. So it's still a little short, but not.
That's how mine is. That's how this one is too.
Not super short. And I saw how much of the dark green I had left, and I was like,
you had a tiny bit. Little bits.
That's not enough for sleeves. So then I was like going with Lee and Andy, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for my sleeves. And I didn't know if it would look super weird with all colorwork sleeves, but I think it's pretty cute. Great. But I did only have enough for 3/4 length sleeves, which is fine.
Hopefully it's not
20
degrees.
Exactly.
And if it is, you put something underneath of it.
Or I wear like long fingerless gloves or
Yeah,
long gloves.
yeah.
I'll figure something out. I'll make arm warmers.
So are you going to wear it on Saturday?
If it's cold enough, I'm wearing it on Saturday.
You want to see what else we're wearing?
Yes. Ready? We
Depending
gotta
on
hold
the
them up at the
weather.
same time.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Cheers! How fun are they? So if it's cool, or I mean, you know, like warmer out,
Yay.
we're going to wear this. And I'm going to wear it with my shift cowl.
I'm going to
Although
wear
it probably covers my cheers.
Oh, yeah. Mine definitely covers my cheers.
And like a jean jacket or something. We'll just have to do that with pictures.
Well, you're supposed to wear that to the side.
I know, but it's like really to the side. Anyway, so we made shirts. So that was our other plan for Rhinebeck. So we thought it would be fun. Good old Michael's.
I've been Cricut machine crazy. But it's fun. I've been doing glasses and stuff for the coop. So the coop is back open. We're open for the season again. And we had our farm days, National Farm Days last weekend. And it was great. And we got to meet some of you. And we got to meet some of you. No, you didn't. You weren't here. I got to meet some of you this weekend also. Even though it was rainy. Yeah. I feel so bad that you came down in the rain.
Oh, wait, I got to do my Rhinebeck sweater.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
This light's super bright.
Yep.
All right. So I made the Javelin. This is the Javelin by Teddy, Teti, Lutzak.
Oh,
sure. She's from Ukraine.
Oh, I can't look at my phone. That's my phone.
She's from Ukraine and she lives here, and she made this pattern when the war started, thinking of her family. And I knit it with Cloudborne Fiber Superwash Merino Worsted Twist. That's a long name. In Plum Heather, and I got it from Webs online because it was on sale. Basically, anything I get now is just because it's on sale. So, let's see if you can see any of the detail.
Yes, there it is.
It's there. It's on. I didn't weave in all my ends yet. I did block it and I forgot to weave them in, which I don't typically do. And then it's down at the bottom.
Pretty.
So it's
very pretty.
It's pretty. I had like a twisted thing.
And it's not that bright. It looks like a crazy bright purple.
Oh, it's not. No.
It's like when she sits down here. That's what
purple,
it looks like.
though. I mean, it's purple. So I like knitting it. It was pretty, I did it fast. It's got a tiny little cable right there. It's like a 1x1 cable.
It's really pretty.
It's a twisted ribby thingy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch if you download the pattern, because I print everything and Sassy Karen's making it right now. if you want to make this, the first little thing that says like pick up the left leg of the first, it's like, what? I try to do it without looking it up. She has a little link in her pattern, the digital one. So if you go to the PDF, click it.
Oh, nice.
It takes you to a video and then you can do it. So if you print it out, just keep that in mind. Okay, spam call. Okay, not work. And then my second sweater is the Magnolia Bloom cardigan. So I'll
very
show.
Christmassy.
Yeah, and it looks like poinsettias almost.
Yes.
So again, on sale. So, well, that shows up nice. So it's
Oh yeah.
a cardigan. I made it a little bit cropped with the long sleeves.
We can do a cropped cardigan.
Yes, cropped cardigan
Not a
looks nice
cropped
over like a
pullover.
dress. Yeah. So over a dress and stuff. I did not do buttonholes because I don't ever button my cardigans. Now,
That's really smart for people.
I don't ever button it. So, did you see Christina, what she
With
just
the
did?
little I was just gonna say.
I love, so Christina Chelsea Yarns, she just made a sweater and she used a silk ribbon and like tied it through.
had, like, a
and it
little
was
bow.
so pretty. And I thought, that would be perfect with
Yeah.
something like this.
You could look for a pretty silk ribbon in Rhinebeck.
Yeah, so this is Magnolia Bloom, and I knitted it.
pretty.
Isn't it pretty? It was really nice to make, and it's so soft. I knit it with, ready?
It's light as a feather and so soft.
Because it's
like a
knitted with
cloud.
cashmere
It's
that
like
I
a
got
little
for like
cloud.
dirt cheap. It's Lana Grossa Cashmere Moda in pine green. Again, I
And you
picked it because,
bobbled.
but that
You
actually
said they're like fake bobbles or something.
they're not bobbles. They're,
Well, they look like a bobble.
I know, but they're not.
But the technique is different.
Yeah, technique's different. And I loved it because I'm not a bobble person. But it's on 10.5 needles, right? So that's like super quick. And they did have a lot of different colors. And Sassy Karen, she was helping me. It was like late at night. And I'm like, what do you think? And I almost did like a camel color. But then I
No,
thought
I
that would be
like the
good for
green.
Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So I did green. So I don't know what I'm going to wear under it for Rhinebeck.
Even just black would be pretty nice under it, so you see the
Yeah, I
sweater.
was thinking over like a dress with leggings and boots, right?
Oh, I have the perfect dress. I can wear it.
Or you can lend me your dress. Except I'm bigger than you. I don't fit in your clothes. Or I could lose weight. Oh.
I gotta do that.
I hate that. So
Boo.
anyway, so they're my two Rhinebeck sweaters. Again, they're totally not me, but
And then you've shown your Rhinebeck purple.
yeah, I did a while ago.
So,
Our house we picked the same color yarn, and we all made something different.
and Mom and I were saying this weekend we really should have picked a bright color so we would all stand out.
Oh yeah,
Like we had that orange and that brighter turquoisey color.
Well, next year.
Yeah, so that's what we thought next year. So I wanted to show you guys this. This is my new pattern that is on Ravelry. It's called the Rhinebeck Ruffle. And it is called that because I intend to wear it in Rhinebeck. And yeah, it's a good pattern.
And it has a ruffle.
It has a ruffle. And ooh, it's going to be a good one to shop for in Rhinebeck because you just need 2 skeins of DK weight yarn. And I'll show you up close. It's in like 3 sections. 1, 2, and then the ruffle. And it is an intermediate pattern, but I also would call it an advanced beginner, right? So if you're a beginner, you've been doing things and you want something a little more challenging, it's really not challenging. The only challenging part is that you are increasing every row because it starts on the top and then you work your way out and it makes like a crescent shape.
Very pretty.
So it's on Ravelry, and that's that. So, or if you want, I know I crochet fast, so it doesn't take me very long. But if anybody wants to make it before Rhinebeck, we can get a picture together, or we can do it for next year.
Well, yeah, we'll be on the hill. What time's on the hill? 1 o'clock, right?
Usually around 1
Saturday,
on Saturday.
1 o'clock at the hill. If you're first time Rhinebeck people.
And I have options for rufflier or less ruffly.
How ruffle are you
Because
feeling?
yeah, you know, and it depends on if you have like extra yarn, you can make that ruffly edge super ruffly. But I didn't have extra. Okay, that's that.
I finished my shift cowl.
I love it. So
I love
much.
this so much. So, Mom, shh. I'm going to make one for her for Christmas. Won't she wear this all the time?
Yes.
So this is what I'm finding. I have a lot of things I knit. I mean, I knit all the time. And I have a lot of shawls. But the ones that you have to like wrap around and stuff, sometimes I don't wear them as much because they fall off. This thing, I've worn it a couple times. It just got cool here like 2 weeks ago. I've worn it.
2 weeks ago? Like A week ago.
A week ago, you're right. A week ago. A week ago. But you can wear it and it's like, it doesn't fall. It doesn't fall off.
All right. So somebody was in here last week saying, I don't know if I like cowls or not. And I was like, I love them because you put it on and you don't think about it. It's just there. And you don't have to like fidget with it.
And this one, so I knitted this over the summer and I took it everywhere. It was at the beach. It was in the car. I took it to dinner. Like, it's super easy to knit. And then I loved it, but I thought Mom would like this. So I'm thinking Feederbrook.
And you used
so I used, the pink is Green Mountain Spinnery Music. The green is some of our pure alpaca here, and then Feederbrook. So, oh, excuse me. I ate chili before I came out here too. But I thought Mom would really like this. So that might be her Christmas present or birthday, depending on when I can get it done. Yeah. But I love it.
So, last week I was like stash diving, like what should I make? Now I'm in production for the farm all the time, just making things. So people have been reaching out about wanting to make Ziggy Interrupted, and I was like, yeah. I don't want to make another one. It was like so much yarn, and I don't have the money for that right now. So I was like, oh, I'll stash dive, and I was like, oh, this bigger yarn, but I can do like the motif. So I'm calling it the Big Zig, and I did the squares with just scrap yarn, and then this is some of our new farm yarn. We're going to show you all the new farm yarn in a minute, but this is a new one. So it is the brown is 100% alpaca from our animals, and then the speckles are from Darn Tough Sock Company. It's the little neps and bits, the extra material and yarn that they have left over. They chop it up, send it to our mill, and our mill puts it in the yarn. So it's like a tweedy, speckly, all kinds of crazy colors.
It's really fun this year. There's even more speckles this year.
We told her to go heavy on
the
speckles.
Fun.
So I'm doing it, and this is one skein worth, and I'm like, I can't do another skein. It's going to cost too much to sell. Nobody's going to pay for it, right? So I was like, is this weird if I do this? But I don't think it is. I think it's pretty cute. So I put 2 buttons on the ends, and there's like little holes at the top of where you zigzag it. There's little holes in the pattern.
Oh, so you don't have to make them.
I don't have to make them. They're part of the pattern. I think it's super cute. And like we said, like it's like a cowl now, so you don't have to fuss with it once you put it on. So I really like it. And I think I might want to keep it, but it's for sale right now. But I had already done 2 of these panels thinking I was making the scarf because...
Oh, so you have them at home.
So I wanted to make, like I wanted the tassels. I didn't want to run out of yarn. So I had more of the reddish color.
Oh, nice.
So I started doing another one, and I put a little detail in the zigzag on this one. It's not really showing up on here. But right here, just back loop only, so it has like a little ridge on it. So I'm doing it in this color. So maybe I need this color.
That matches our t-shirt for Rhinebeck. And then look, we all kind of match. That would be nice in pictures.
That'd be fun, right? So I think this might be mine. This one, maybe. But
that would be nice. That would be good for Rhinebeck.
So, and I was talking to somebody yesterday. You guys know I'm bad at following patterns. I start it and I'm like, meh. That's too difficult. I can do it easier.
I don't do that.
And even those stupid little squares, I'm like, that's stupid. Why should you do that? And I changed them. So that's stupid. It's not stupid. It's
I have to follow a pattern pretty much. Well, no, I changed some things. I did a post on our Patreon page about how I changed my sweaters. But
yeah.
For the most part, I followed the pattern.
So then I have some hats too to show.
These are all cute.
So my sweater, I learned how to mosaic crochet in the round.
Was that your new to you?
This is my new to you. And then I took this skill and I made some hats.
Super cute.
My blue is hand dyed with black beans. Isn't that awesome? It's
but much brighter on the
screen. It's like a nice soft sky blue. Black beans. And if you want to learn how to do that, go to on Instagram, Caitlin. She's Wildwood ME. right? I think it's just is it Wildwood Designs?
Uh-huh.
Wildwood Designs ME. And she has a link to her blog, and she has a tutorial on how to do it. And I followed her tutorial on how to do it. And it's cold. You do it at home, inside. It's quick. Only takes a couple days. I also just made this one last night.
Very cute.
So I'm just stocking up on hats. Made a cute little yellow guy. And I had a mate to this one, a big people one. And somebody bought it last weekend. I was going to show you that too.
Very cute.
And if you're on Patreon, this week I have a video that I'm posting for you guys on how I make my hats. So people ask me all the time, what pattern did you use? I don't really use a pattern. I just kind of use a formula. I start with my band, and then I do my design, and then I work it up, and I decrease. And I did a whole video on how I do that for you guys. So if you're on Patreon, don't forget to look that up. Okay, I think those are all my makes. I mean, I have a lot more, but you don't need to see them. They're like same old.
Too. Like I have custom baby stuff, but just simple sweaters. They make the bear face on them so easy. So I had to finish my hat tonight, but I've had a pinched, I don't know if I told you.
No.
Right in here. I've had like a pinched nerve thing in my back and my neck. And the problem is every single thing I do, like, just hurts it, and I can't not, like, I'm at, I sit at a desk with a mouse all day, and it's like not the best. And then I knit, and that's not the best. Play the flute, that's not the best, right? Like whatever I do. And then I was watching some chiropractor in Montana, yeah, doing stretches, and it kind of helps. So I do those stretches now.
Good.
Something's just out of whack. So I haven't been able to knit much. Oh, and I can't knit with a puppy.
No.
Like,
you're like how I was when I got Sunny. I was like,
can't
what
knit.
is wrong with me?
I can't knit with
like in a funk.
No, I'm not in a funk.
No, I was in like a
He eats
knitting,
everything.
like I was like in a crochet funk.
Oh,
like,
no, I just can't do it.
And that's what I mean. Like,
oh my God,
I didn't realize
everything.
it was because of the puppy.
I forgot.
And he's crazy.
They eat everything.
He's
everything.
You try to take him for a walk, and it's like, stop! No,
he wants to eat rocks.
Leave it.
I got pet insurance, but it doesn't kick in until October 14th.
Oh no,
He can't eat anything until October. He's allowed to ingest two foreign objects a year, up to $10,000. That's it. Oh my gosh.
He's not going to meet his deductible very quickly.
But he's so cute and he's so lovey. Like,
so sweet.
He's so sweet, and he wants to sleep on me all the time, and I love it. I was working today, and he's getting big, like growing fat. You know, puppies.
Yeah,
they grow,
he's growing
and he's going to
really
be a big
fast.
boy. Now he wants to sit on my lap as I work. He's this big now, and he puts his head on my shoulder, on my arm, which doesn't help my pinched nerve either. I let him do it. So, all right, real quick before I know, what else do you have? You want to show the farmyard? I wanted to talk real quick about our Patreon group. If you don't know what it is, you can click, there's a link somewhere. And basically, it's
a link somewhere.
Click it.
Go
You'll
below.
put it below.
It'll
She'll
be
do
there.
it. She'll put it there.
Yeah.
And you can go. And for different prices, we have all different levels. But we just started a new book club. So if you're in the cocktail hour group.
No, that's for everybody.
Everybody.
That's for everybody, I think, because that's in the, yeah.
Sure. Anyway,
I'll
but we have different levels. And so we have once a month, we have a cocktail hour Zoom where it's shorter and you can just pop on. And then we have the long knit crochet nights, which we just basically go until we feel like
really
it's time
tired.
to go to bed. And it's a lot of fun. So we all read, and we notice that we end up talking about what we're reading. So we started an official book club. So October, and we picked The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman.
That meeting's going to be on the 27th.
Yeah, October 27th at 7 o'clock at night. So, and that'll be our shorter one, like an hour.
We did like a recent poll, and Thursday nights seemed to work best for everybody. We were kind of like trying out different nights, and then all of a sudden, like, we'd have a ton of people one week, and then like not many people the next week. So Thursday nights is when we're going to have all of our meetings from now on. Yeah. So just, think ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, I finished it really fast.
Yeah, me too.
And I really liked it. So if you're interested, you have all.
Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, Practical Magic.
Yeah,
that's why I picked this.
Yeah. So I love that movie.
I love the movie.
And but I kept thinking, I'm like,
you know who they are at the very end.
Yeah. So I was like, when are they going to be in the book? I know that this is a prequel, but I'm like, when are they going to be in the book?
Yeah,
so,
like the last page.
I was like,
book.
Oh, there they are.
So anyway, that's that. It's fun. So now I need a new book.
Okay.
Let's show yarn.
Dun, 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 dun. So pretty. I wish you could touch it.
So they got short. Alpacas got their shearing day was in May. And then you guys clean it.
Mom
figure out
does
who to-
almost all of it. Mom does like 99%. I help her with a tiny bit of it. She's the champion of the fleeces. So she skirts them. If you've never seen that, when it comes off the animal, it's in a big blanket. Well, the edges would be like the belly and armpit hair, right? So you don't want that in your nice yarn. It's scratchy and pokey and gross.
Cigars.
So my mom it's called skirting. So she takes off that fleece around the edges, and then she looks through it all, and she sorts through it, and she makes sure that like it's all good fiber, and she sorts through every single fleece on the farm. And then we combine them into, she has little, maybe I'll go down in the basement and I'll take a quick video down there so you can see. I'll put it in here. Did I put it in? So she takes little samples from all the fleeces that she's going to use, and then we look at the length and the fineness, and we decide who's going to get combined with who. So these are the worsted yarns. So this is a nice light fawn blend. This is DW Breezy and Vaughnese, and it is so soft. I think this was the softest one this year.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have Pippi
it's
Buddy
very
Smitty Gold
bright.
Ebon socks. It's a rose gray. I know the. Oh, you know what? Let me just this button. Maybe if I do that.
Oh yeah, that's a little better.
And this is a
Yep.
like a rose gray.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the one that I just used, the Tweety one. Oh, now you can really see the little bits. And then this is Maggie and Blue, and we've been saving theirs for a few years, or blues. We had saved a bunch of blues, and maybe we had 2 of Maggie's. I'm not sure. And we added merino. So that's a nice gray worsted. So those are all the worsted yarns. You hold those. And then we have white, gray, black. I should have had them out. Sorry. We have our, so then these are all DK. So this is Azaka, Mula, and Elsa. Oh, it's like, has like a halo.
Yeah, it does.
So the white is not a bright white. It's a creamy off-white. And then this is another rose gray blend, but it's a little bit more of a silver gray. Wish, Boo, Bates, Shushy, and Smoke. It's very similar to the other one, just a little bit more silver gray than rose gray. We have our dark blend. This is not black. It's a combination of black, bay black, which is like a brownish black, and then a dark modern rose gray. So it's like a brownish. Mom's calling. I'll call her back. And it's got like some gray flecks in it. And then this is our farm blend. So this is at the mill when she processes a certain batch. She has to clean it off, and then she's got all this waste. She runs it all back through again and creates a farm blend. So this is a combination of
cool.
every color.
I didn't know that.
Yep, so that's the farm blend. It's like the clean off stuff from each batch.
It's like
So
the
from 1, 2,
bologna
3,
of
4. It's the hot dog of the yarn world. There you go. Hot dog yarn. Get your wieners.
Cold wieners.
Cold
in your
wieners.
yarn.
We didn't have any cold wieners at farm days this year. My husband was the wiener guy, and he did a good job. He warmed them all up.
We had no open flames. It was very good. You had to be here. Are they on Etsy?
Not yet.
You should post them. And people
Yes,
can buy
yes. So they will be on
it. And you've got all
Etsy.
your hand dyed
We haven't been
stuff.
able to, yeah. All that up there is hand dyed. Yes, there hasn't been time to take pictures of it yet, so it's not on Etsy yet. I will hopefully get it on Etsy. If you would like to buy it, though, you can send me a message on, the best way to reach me is on Instagram, because I check it regularly, and send either one of us a message, and she'll get it to me if it needs to. And we can work it out through the farm store until Etsy, it's on Etsy. So check Etsy. Right now I have it in vacation mode, because farm days I couldn't handle how quickly we were selling things, and taking it off the farm store, right?
Yep.
So that's that. Do you have any good funny stories?
No, I really don't. We've
I
kind of
had
been like
one,
crazy.
but I forgot it.
Took my
I was
kid
like,
to
oh, I need to
college.
remember that for the podcast.
No,
now.
boys are at school. Just have Chase at home, which is weird. And the dog, the puppy. No, I've just been working crazy and teaching lots of knitting lessons.
Yeah.
I don't have any scheduled right now, which is weird. But I'm kind of happy because I was out here every night, and that was getting to be a lot because they work all day. Yeah. And I come out here and I knit, and it's weird. There's like that little time between finishing work, making dinner, and I have like 15 minutes where I like sit, and then I get really tired, and I'm like, oof, I don't really want to do it. Then I come out here, and then I'm wide awake, and it's so fun. I had a lot of beginners. I had a couple intermediates, which was really fun.
I talked to Nicole last week, and she's like, "Oh, did I get the farm tonight?" I said, "You are? How's it going?" She's like, "I'm terrible."
She's not though.
She's like, "I'm so bad." She goes, "And so is Kristen, and we're just loving it together."
They are. So this is her friend and my friend. They're neighbors, and so she came and it's interesting. So she took my beginner class, and she just couldn't get like the direction of. She would have it, and then she'd totally lose it, and I was like, something's like up. And then she finally said she's like directionally challenged. She's like, it's like dyslexia, but with like directions. Like to go left, she has to be like that way, you know? And so with knitting, you know, when you're wrapping and she would get, and then she learned purling, and then she was just like, I'm like, you're still wrapping the same way. It's pouring out. I don't want to walk. I didn't bring my jacket. And then, so she took 2 full beginner courses. That's 4 hours. No, 2, 4, 6, 8 hours. Then she came back and she did an intermediate, and I have them knitting a cowl, the easy, simple, easy cowl. And she's getting there. Okay. But I always I always think that people are faster than they are. And I was oh, yep, that takes a lot. Like I thought an hour and a half would be like, they'd be like cast on, joined in the round, knitting. No, they aren't, but that's okay. But at least they had their first project, which was exciting, you know?
Any idea what page it's on? I thought I just
20 something.
Oh,
I feel like you took a picture of it, but I did was I retyped it and said, like I put all the stuff, how to read a pattern, because the way they write it's kind of like funky, but super simple cowl.
It's a great cowl. This is a great book. It's Cascade book.
Quick cowls.
Yeah. And there's a lot of great patterns in this book.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Anyway, it's the super simple cowl. It's called, you just saw it. There it is. Sweet and simple. That's what it is.
It's got some purling.
Yeah.
And they have you do it with 2 skeins.
And I rewrote it for 1 skein. It's easier to
works
sell.
Great.
It's easier to sell 1 skein than 2 skeins. So I did anyway. But that was our intermediate class, and they were here for that. And she brought Draper, her dog.
Oh, she did?
Yes, and he got to sit on her lap. He's very cute. Little Cavalier King Charles that I love. But that's it. So yeah, so we have Rhinebeck. So come by, see us. We'll be there. We are getting to our house on Friday. I think we're just hanging out at our house.
That's my plan.
I don't plan on going to the events. I don't have tickets for anything. Who knows? It could change. I really want to just like enjoy the house and maybe go for a hike and sit and knit on the deck without a puppy eating everything. And then Saturday we'll be there all day. So look for us on the hill at 1 o'clock. And then Sunday we'll be back all day at the festival. And hopefully, are they having leaping llamas this year? I hope so. If they are, we'll be there for sure.
Definitely.
And then we get to stay at the festival as long as we want on Sunday, because we have our house Sunday night and we are heading home Monday.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little different for us this year. So that should be really nice. So come up and say hi. I don't know how much.
Don't feel funny about saying hi to us.
Yeah, please say hi. It's so much fun. It's my favorite part. Like Rhinebeck, I don't even like buy stuff. I just say hi to people, and I love talking to everybody and seeing what everyone's wearing. It's like the best. I'm so excited.
I just saw somebody hashtagged it Knitter's Prom.
Oh my God, it is Knitter's Prom. It's totally Knitter's Prom. We should make corsages out of knitted stuff. I'm really excited. We're talking about our food and all that stuff.
I don't have a shopping list.
I don't have a
shopping list. I always have a shopping list.
Oh, for Rhinebeck?
For Rhinebeck.
I never really have one.
I always have one. I always have like at least one thing I want.
You don't have anything yet?
Nothing. I have nothing on my list.
Peterbrook?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on that too. What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, Andy
group
wants
text.
something. Her birthday is coming up. She wants something. Okay. Andy is famous for getting birthday presents to us like months later, so that's funny that she's like, my birthday's coming up. All right, we'll give it
It's
to you.
probably a funny picture.
It's a shirt.
wait. Sean got her a shirt that says, "The world's most okayest sister."
He gets funny shirts.
Yeah, well, he finds like these deals, she told me, that where it's like 10 shirts for $60. So he buys them like Brady has one that says, "This is not a drill," and it's a picture of a hammer. So he like buys them in bulk.
Yes. The world's okay, sister. Yes, the middle sister. Anyway, at least she's a girl again. They thought she was a son for a while. And so, you know, like
Son-in-law.
when you're on Instagram and Facebook and it like knows you and it like
It thought she
gives
was
you
adopted for a while.
the unbiological sister. We love you like a sister. And then she was getting like, "You're the best son-in-law." She's like, "What? Now I'm a boy?" Like, I know my name's Andy, but so everyone else should be like, "I'm a girl again." And then she got the one where it was like a cup where they have like the 3 sisters. She's like, "I'm a sister again." So we'll have to see what the picture is.
So also, Rhinebeck, if you haven't been and you're going for the first time and you're so excited and so overwhelmed, we get it. We have a guide to Rhinebeck, like what we love about Rhinebeck with our favorites. It was a couple years ago. I'll link that at the bottom. It'll be in the notes in the bottom. And I'm trying to think what else. Like, what should people know about Rhinebeck?
Just have fun.
Don't be overwhelmed. Everybody says they're overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed.
So if you
see something you like, get
just
it.
buy it. If you really want to shop and not feel like that, go Sunday.
Yeah.
And check the weather. You know, it's going to be bad weather, but
I hope we
but
get nice
Saturday,
weather.
just go. I think if you go into Saturday thinking it's crowded, the lines are long, but the energy of all the people is the most fun, exciting thing. That's what to me, that's what Rhinebeck is all about. It's about the people. And Saturday, it's all the people. Sunday's quiet. Sunday you can shop, and everything's still there. I mean, they don't sell out of stuff. People restock. Those vendors, they know what happens. They restock on Sunday, or they have stuff out in their truck. You can ask them if they have colorways, special colorways. They can go get them.
And don't hesitate to write to vendors beforehand. Like if there's something really special that you want that you know that they're not going to have a lot of, it can't hurt to reach out to them. Like I've done that with Stephen Willett for my nice crochet hooks.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have that many. I always beam there first.
Yeah.
And look at the vendor list online and make a plan. If there's something that like you know somebody has a kit in a Rhinebeck colorway and it's a special thing and you're afraid they're going to sell out, just go there first. And then work your way through the festival.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way to go through the barns.
Bring cash. Cash is way easier at Rhinebeck because the internet's spotty at Rhinebeck.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
like
get stuck
cell
at those-
services.
Oh yeah,
spotty.
so we say this in our guide, but this is what I do. I don't have great service in Rhinebeck, so I will screenshot patterns on Ravelry, like how much yards it is, and then I have it in my pictures. That way I don't have to like look up Ravelry if I'm like, oh, I remember that sweater. Now sometimes you still want to try, but if you're like kind of prepared, if there's stuff you want to buy, do screenshots on your phone or have a list, have a notebook and a bag. Bring your empty bags. You can fill it up. You can go in and out as often as you want with a hand stamp. Get some apples, get some donuts.
Get some maple cotton candy.
Go in the food barn.
Go in the
those cookies will be there.
I know. I've already been thinking about them. And in the food barn where the wine samples are and the booze samples. There's also the artwork contest.
Yes,
so
I sent mine in. We'll
maybe
see.
I'll get it.
We'll see.
I saw. I just saw the bus on Instagram today.
Yeah, they're still using my bus.
It says 2022 now.
They just changed the
I
name.
wonder if it'll be the billboard again or if it'll be the new logo.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad for the new logo people.
I know,
feel like,
right?
well, the other weird thing about the new logo is, which I think is strange, not the logo. The logo's not strange. They took last year's wording, which was like that cool, like black and white wording, and threw in her logo all over. And I was like, that's two different artists.
Yeah.
With two different styles that don't really go together.
I thought that was
I thought it was weird. And then mine pops up still. Like, which is great. Spread the love. But I just feel bad for the girl or man, I think it was a woman that did it this year. Like, just give her day because it's a fun day to have. Trust me.
And if you look at the vendor list, not the alphabetical list, like where it has like a link for each one, the souvenir tent is your pin. It's the bus.
I do love that bus. I was trying to do it this year, and in my head, I'm like, it's so my favorite, and it's still like, to me, it's always going to be my favorite, and it's hard. You know, I was drawing stuff, and a lot of my sketches don't translate well into the logo, and it's tricky, and it's hard to explain, but like my sketches there, I love it, and then to make
it didn't, like the first one I was like, no. The idea was awesome.
Yeah, and it just didn't. And then I had like two more that just and then you actually picked one that I wasn't really leaning towards, and I was like, well, you were right.
I really liked it.
I liked it too, so we'll see. I don't know.
The only thing I thought you should have done was stuck 2 giant knitting needles in the hill.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I don't know. It would have made like an X though. It would have been like weird, or I don't know.
We'll see. So if I'm up there, I'll let you know.
Oh, you could have done them and had a little flag with a peace sign on it.
I liked my 2 like hippie sheep.
I did too.
I like them with the big glasses.
I didn't like that one as much.
I didn't send it in anyway.
I wish you could send in like 5.
You can.
Oh, you can?
Yes. You can send as many as you want.
Well, then why didn't you?
Because I didn't have time.
Ugh.
I'm very busy. Working full time blows, just so you know. I love my job. But working full time isn't that fun. No. It doesn't give you much time.
Adulting is no fun.
It's not fun. Oh, there's a lady on Instagram. I don't know, she's funny. She reminds me of Nana Lynn, but she's younger. And I sent Sassy Karen's like, where you live? I live in the hood. Adulthood. I'm moving, packing up, I'm out. Oh, and I wanted to say real quick, because I tend to do this. If I wear old stuff, I don't say what I'm wearing, and then people are like, what hat are you wearing? So this is really old. This is the Rosebud hat by Jared Flood, and it's knitted with Shelter, Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. So anyway, that's that. Okay, I think that's it.
Come see us at the farm. We're open Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays now. And come see us at Rhinebeck.
And if you're a podcast person and you're planning on coming, send us a message before you come.
Yeah, because she wasn't here the other day when we had somebody.
Yeah, and I have sports stuff a lot, but I'll come home. Like if you're coming and I know you're going to be here, I can get home, but it's hard when I don't know.
Yes.
And then I feel bad.
And she was supposed to be here farm day weekends, but she had car trouble and couldn't get down there. But her friends were here. They live in Manasquan, right behind the mill. So they worked it out. But she came in the rain. She didn't get the full experience. I felt so bad.
Back. All right. I think that's it.
Hello.
Cheers. Oh, we're at 42 minutes. Oh. Well, doesn't that make sense? All right. See you at Rhinebeck. Bye, everybody.
Ta-ta.